Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. Tairāwhiti Civil Defence has declared a state of emergency with a red heavy rain warning in place until noon on Sunday.
Residents of Te Karaka on the outskirts of Gisborne were asked to evacuate this morning, as has anyone living next to a river who has concerns.
As Perry Wilton reports, major roads are once again being closed and bridges are being swamped.
A temporary bridge on Bushy Knoll Road, gone in moments. Once again, Gisborne is fighting the worsening weather.
The roads are all blocking off, and then people have just got to face it all again. My maize hasn't even been harvested, and I'm sitting on the top flat right now, 10 minutes ago, looking at the water coming through it again. So I'm looking. Last time it withstood it. This time it's not going to withstand it. It's pretty sad.
Particularly head into the weekend, knowing that we've now escalated to red, and so already we know that we're seeing slips in roads, the access issues. Nothing at this stage impacting power supply to residents. Would probably expect to see a bit more of that escalate perhaps in the next 48 hours. Te Karaka was one of Gisborne's worst hit spots during Cyclone Gabrielle and was evacuated again this morning. These scenes are from just north of there, the Waikohu River, swallowing up now barely visible power lines. It's an all too familiar sight. When Cyclone Gabrielle hit and the power went out, the region was plunged into a communication blackout. It had families across the country scrambling for information about loved ones.
During an emergency and post an emergency, people immediately reach for their phone.
And a report by the Telecommunications Forum has just revealed part of the reason it went on so long was poor coordination between authorities and transport networks to get telecommunications back up and running.
Telecommunications is a lifeline service, and it's right at the top of the needs in the first couple of days after an incident.
The report found equipment that could bring comms back was taken off flights headed for the cyclone-struck regions.
Humanity has become reliant on 100% connectivity 100% of the time.
Severe weather warnings are in place in Tairāwhiti until Sunday. And with crops already flooding, it's a tough pill to swallow.
Well, our community are anxious and we can't blame them. It feels like a cruel blow, a community that has been seen 2 cyclones this year. We do need a break.
And with rain set to worsen in the next 24 hours, all locals can do is wait and hope that the rain moves on.
Perry joins us now. And Perry, what's the latest with the weather there?
Yeah, good evening, Oreni. It is an anxious time for the Gisborne region this evening. That state of emergency that was declared by Civil Defence today was declared because the weather has been so sudden and so significant. They're saying that just a couple of days ago, the number of roads still needing repair after Cyclone Hale and Cyclone Gabrielle was around 40. Just after today's weather, that number's jumped to 61. And there are a large number of rivers that are bursting their banks this evening. There's a long list, but to name just a few, the Waikohu River, the Hikuwai, Hangaroa, they're all far exceeding their boundaries, and people who live near rivers and are concerned about their rising water levels are being told to evacuate. But people today were evacuating themselves well before those official warnings were put out. This weather system is expected to hang around until around Sunday afternoon. In that time, we're expecting sudden and localized showers in a number of areas, so people are being advised just to keep an eye on official channels and to keep their batteries charged in case of a blackout.
Live from Tairāwhiti Gisborne, Perry Wilton, tēnā koe.